Well, imagine feeling safe inside your own home and then having that feeling of security shattered at gunpoint.
Yeah, Phoenix police say that 4 men did just that, carrying out a pair of violent home invasions that left families traumatized, including a child.
12 News journalist Sean Rice is live from Phoenix Police headquarters tonight. And Sean, boy, this has just got to be a nightmare for any family.
Yeah. Absolutely, Mark Caribe. It's incredibly difficult to find the right words, there really are none, to describe the absolute terror that Phoenix families found themselves in just this past fall. Today, Phoenix police delivered some details to us of 2 separate cases where armed, masked men entered homes in which they did not know the homeowners. They held them at hostage while they demanded money. This morning, we heard from the Phoenix police detective who played a major role in helping to crack this case. He found and connected the 4 suspects, all men from the Dominican Republic who are allegedly responsible, and he's now put them all behind bars.
And that's why I think it's very important to acknowledge that these guys are off the streets and not able to do this to another house.
Phoenix Police Detective Paul Guerrero led the charge, spending multiple months tracking down 4 men from the Dominican Republic, now accused of 2 separate home invasions.
We feel confident that we've got the individuals involved in both of these home invasions detained.
Phoenix police connected these 4 men to the first home invasion in South Phoenix in late September. The family reported that 3 to 4 men forced entry into their home armed with rifles and handguns. They threatened to harm the victims, scouring the home in search of money. But these masked criminals left with nothing. Then just 9 days later, Phoenix police responded to an armed robbery at a home near 29th Street and Chipman Road. The suspects followed a similar MO, masked and heavily armed. They forced a man to open his front door at gunpoint. They searched the home for money, but again, they left with nothing. For Detective Guerrero, this case became heightened when he learned that a 12-year-old girl was among the victims held at gunpoint in her home.
We had some adult victims, which of course it's traumatic for them, but the young lady in the second house, that was very upsetting to have to interview her after something like this. I don't know that bad guys are going to be hearing this or listening to this, but we will do everything we can to try to bring justice, especially for a victim like that, because it can be very traumatic for them.
At least one of the suspects, Scarlin LeBron, is a former professional baseball player with the Chicago Cubs. Records say he was released well before his recent arrest, and it does not appear that he ever played in more than just a couple spring training games for the team. Phoenix police say they haven't collected any evidence that connects these men to any kind of criminal group overseas or that any additional robberies were planned. A case like this one serving as a reminder to all homeowners, your life is more important than anything else.
My recommendation would be comply if you can, if you're not in danger, if you're not being injured. Property is property. That can be replaced.
And tonight, all 4 of these men sit inside the Maricopa County Jail. They face very serious felony charges, including kidnapping and armed robbery. According to court documents, multiple of these suspects have already admitted to police they were involved in these robberies. We're live in downtown Phoenix. Sean Rice, 12 News.
Sean, thanks.